Budapest, a city split by the Danube, yet perfectly united in beauty, where golden light washes over centuries-old bridges, and history echoes through grand boulevards and quiet cobblestone corners. In this video, we take you through the most unforgettable things to do in Hungary's mesmerizing capital, from its legendary thermal baths shrouded in morning steam, to hilltop views that make the entire city feel timeless. So sit back, turn up the volume and let the story of Budapest unfold as we explore Hungary, Budapest in 48 hours. We visited in the middle of March, just as winter loosened its grip and the first hints of spring began to color the city. Okay, today in Hungary, it's
very cool. They say number 3.
Yeah, it's like 3 degrees right now. Ooh, my hands are shivering again. We start our adventure at the iconic Széchenyi Thermal Bath, one of the Budapest's most famous landmarks. As the morning steam rises over the grand yellow walls, you enter a world of relaxation. Okay, so if you guys do come to this thermal bath, in here they don't accept euros, so bear in mind with that. Although in town they do accept, but in here the main attraction does not accept euros, okay? So this is practically useless here, so get yourself some Hungarian money, or the forints, or if not, credit card. Okay guys, I'm gonna go dip in. Széchenyi isn't just a pool, it's a full thermal complex with outdoor hot baths, indoor medicinal pools, saunas, steam rooms, spa treatments, and even a cold plunge for the brave. Right, Mom?
Yeah, it's so cold.
Right now outside it's freezing, so we're gonna run into the changing room now. We're gonna go to the sauna, warm up a bit. We're in the open air right here outside the thermal bath. Probably spent about 2 hours in this thermal bath. Would I suggest to you guys? Definitely, a must do when you come to Hungary, guys. After soaking in the warmth of Széchenyi Thermal Bath, we made our way to another iconic Budapest landmark, the majestic Hungarian Parliament building. Sitting proudly along the banks of Danube, its neo-Gothic spires and intricate facade are the true symbol of Hungary's history and grandeur. From its stunning exterior to the stories held within its walls, this is a place that captures the spirit of Budapest like no other. On the north side of the building stands the striking statue of István Tisza. So this is one of their former prime ministers here in Hungary. So he's got a statue in remembrance of him. One of Hungary's former prime ministers and a major figure during the final years of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. His leadership, his controversies, and ultimately his assassination in 1918 make him one of the most debated figures in Hungarian history. The monument was rebuilt to honor his legacy, and today it stands as a dramatic reminder of the political chapters that shaped modern Hungary. Our main location here in Hungary is one of the first places you should come to get proof that you've been to Hungary. It's one of the most common buildings you will hear when you hear the name Hungary for the country. This is their famous landmark, which is the Hungarian Parliament building, which is also quite close to the Széchenyi chain bridge down there. Everything seems to be very close by in this river. You also come across some memorial down here of rusty shoes on the sides of the bank. I was walking earlier, apparently it was a sad sight. Brought back sadness from the World War II, where people were drowned somewhere around this river. Sad history. Just a few steps from the parliament, we arrived at the hauntingly beautiful Danube Shoes Memorial. This poignant tribute honors the lives lost during one of Hungary's darkest chapters, with iron shoes lying along the riverbank as a symbol of memory and reflection. Something that caught our attention here at this tunnel. So we're gonna go and check it out because I can see fire behind this wall. We walked just a short distance to another significant landmark, the Eternal Flame. Tucked right behind the Hungarian Parliament, this solemn monument honors those who sacrificed their lives for Hungary, standing as a quiet symbol of remembrance and resilience. Its simple yet powerful presence adds another layer of history to our journey through Budapest. You can see names on the walls, even the other side. After exploring the city's history and monuments, it was time for a little local flavor. We headed to a nearby bar to try some authentic Budapest beers. From crisp lagers to rich craft beers, this was the perfect way to relax, soak in the city's vibe, and toast to our adventure so far. Alright, as we were walking around the streets, we came across a local bar here in Hungary, in Budapest. So we're excited to try their local beer here.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers! How's it, Mom?
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Very
Good,
nice.
good.
Very nice.
Wow, yeah, something sweet again. Something sweet and amazing and smooth. Me and Uncle decided to get the bigger one now. Look at that. This is the small one, that's the big one. Ooh. Boom. Cheers. Amazing. On we go with our next adventure. After enjoying some beers, we made our way to the iconic Fishermans Bastion. The walk was no joke. Steep hills and winding paths, definitely a bit of a workout, but totally worth it. Alright, to get to this Fisherman's Bastion requires you to climb a lot of steps. So 3 of my companions, my mom and her friends, gave up already. So it's just me. So let's go and see what there is to see at this landmark. Ooh, spooky. Feels like a castle vibe. As you can see, it feels very old. One of the top 10 things to do here in Budapest. Looks like a cathedral. Okay, I'm going to show you guys a 360 view of what I've just seen. I think it's probably one of the famous horse statues if you come to Hungary. Perched above the city, the Bastion offers breathtaking panoramic views of Budapest, making it a must-visit spot for any traveller. Fisherman's Bastion. Check. You can also spot the Matthias Church right next door with its colourful tiled roof and intricate architecture. Every corner here is picture perfect and a true highlight of Budapest. So you really got that full view of the Parliament and then the Saint Basilica. It was beautiful. I gotta make my way down. I'm gonna go and find my mom and my uncle and auntie. After soaking in the views at Fisherman's Bastion, we headed back home for an authentic Hungarian dinner. On the way, we passed by the Parliament building at night, fully illuminated and absolutely stunning. Seeing its intricate architecture glow against the night sky was a magical way to end the evening in Budapest. After spending 24 hours here, what can I say is that I love this country. People here are much friendlier than the other parts of Europe that I've been. And of course, they're more approachable. You can ask directions if you want, they won't snub you. Almost everybody I asked down here, they showed me the directions to all the landmarks. So that was amazing. They made the trip even more memorable. So if you do come to Hungary, you're gonna have a good time here. And I really did feel safe here. We reached Hungary around 1 in the morning. So we reached our hotel like 2:30 after taking the public transport and everything, looking for the hotel. So it's quite a safe country. And yeah, it's night right now. I'm in Hungary and I'm getting hungry right now. Near St. Stephen's Basilica and just a short walk from our accommodation, we found a cozy restaurant serving authentic Hungarian cuisine. We couldn't resist trying the classic goulash soup paired with some local Hungarian beer. Goulash soup is a hearty Hungarian classic, rich, flavorful and perfect after a day of exploring. It's made of with tender chunks of beef, onions, paprika and a mix of vegetables, simmered together to create a warming, slightly spicy broth. It's the ultimate comfort food in Hungary, and pairing it with a local beer makes it even better. Okay mom, what does it taste?
It's beef stew.
Oh, okay.
It's a beef stew.
It's like beef stew. I got myself another brand of beer here in Hungary. So this is their local beer, it's called Dreher. So let's try this out. Made in Hungary.
The other side.
Not bad, another great beer again. I noticed European beers all have that sweet texture into it. Very sweet, very smooth, so satisfying. Amazing.
I don't want that meat. Why you didn't take all the vegetables?
Okay, yeah, it is beef stew. It reminds me something like the one I had in Ireland. Something special about this is that I saw it comes with chili.
So no point.
So from a European country, I didn't expect that Europe also they love chili. So they made this like one of the special sauce for it to be dipped. So if you want it to be spicy, use the chili. Dip it here, let's try. Nice. Very nice. Great meal here in Hungary. It's called Goulash. We stayed at this really nice place called Danube Apartment we found on booking.com. And the best part, it was just minutes away from the famous St. Stephen's Basilica. Waking up and walking past one of Budapest's most iconic landmarks every day, it honestly felt like the perfect base for our trip. We just arrived here in the hotel, or should I say apartment. The name of the place is called Danube Apartment, which is located smack dab in the city center. The next morning, we headed out to explore the area around where we were staying, right by St. Stephen's Basilica. Wow. Just realized we're in a very old building. And then the stairs is a spiral. It looks very unique, as you can see. Wow. And the building really looks very old. Yeah, the door is also solid. Wow. Yeah, nobody can break into this place. We also came across a few interesting statues around the basilica, including the famous fat belly guy, officially known as the Fat Policeman Statue. It's one of the quirky landmarks in Budapest, and locals say rubbing his belly brings good luck.
Rubbing the tummy, giving a good feeling.
As you wander through Budapest, you'll come across a few of these hidden statues tucked quietly between the streets and the historic buildings. Little surprises that make the city feel even more magical. We wanted to start our day with some rice, so we went looking for Asian food. And luckily, we found a small Chinese shop just a short walk away from our apartment. It was the perfect way to fuel up before continuing our Budapest adventure. Right after our Chinese meal, we continued exploring Budapest, heading towards some of the city's most iconic spots to make the most out of our day. We stumbled across a local market selling all kinds of fresh cheese and bread. The smells, the colors, and the energy of the vendors really gave us a taste of everyday life in Budapest. It was such a charming little shop along the way. We came across one of the famous things to do here in Budapest, which is called the Hero Square. Next, we made our way to Hero Square, another must-visit spot here in Budapest. It's one of the most iconic landmarks in the city, known for its huge statues and grand open layout. The square is dedicated to Hungary's most important leaders and warriors. And right in the center stands the tall Millennium Monument, which feels even bigger when you're standing below it. For the final part of our Hungary adventure, we hopped on one of Budapest's iconic yellow trams. They're super cute and really charming, winding their way through the streets and past historic buildings. Riding it is not just about getting from A to B, it's a mini city tour on wheels. If you're visiting Budapest, I'd definitely recommend taking a ride on one of these trams. Ooh, the weather today in Hungary is so cold. Hang in there, hang in there. We're trying to find a warm place right now. So we found this mall. It's quite close to the terminal, where Flixbus will fetch us later, headed for Slovakia. Alright guys, that's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and of course share with your friends. Till then, cheerio.
Subscribe! Subscribe!